Hà Anh Tuấn lại được đến Hà Nội vào một ngày mùa thu rất đẹp trời. Đặc biệt hơn là ngày hôm nay Hà Anh Tuấn được một người bạn rất tài năng và rất thân thiện đón chào tại một không gian rất đẹp tại Hà Nội. Đó là ông Joseph, Mr. Joseph, Head of Design của Masteri Homes. Giống như tất cả những người trẻ khác tại Việt Nam, Hà Anh Tuấn là một người mê không gian sống đẹp. Bởi vì chỉ có không gian sống đẹp với một cái thứ năng lượng sống tích cực sẽ giúp cho chúng ta luôn luôn có một nguồn cảm hứng để sống và làm việc, cống hiến hết mình cho xã hội, cho cuộc đời này. Và ngày hôm nay, nhân dịp đến đây thăm Masteri Home Cell Gallery và ngồi bên cạnh Mr. Joseph, Hà Anh Tuấn sẽ thay mặt cho tất cả chúng ta tìm hiểu về những câu chuyện đằng sau của những thiết kế tuyệt vời của Masteri Home với những dự án mới tại Hà Nội và thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Chúng ta bắt đầu cuộc hành trình nhé. Thank you very much again for welcoming me in the very beautiful place on a beautiful day in Hanoi. I love Hanoi in autumn. And I have to say that I'm very much impressed about the beautiful projects you just introduced me.
Thank you so much.
So may I ask you a question? So what is the Masteri Homes design philosophy?
What is our design philosophy? Our design philosophy starts and ends with our customers.
Mm-hmm.
We pride of being a customer-centric developer.
I'm not sure I will find out the right word in your industry to describe what I really like, but I love something simple and so-called minimalism.
Yeah.
I love black and white. I love to live in an area I can get more spaces to move, to lie down whenever I want.
Functional design.
And being lazy.
Yeah. I like that too.
So I love something simple to understand and to feel comfortable when I go back home after outside all day. So I'm not good at interior design, but what I can offer you from my answer is something like that.
Looking at what the world in general is doing today, what the trends are, how to make best use of the space. These are all things that we can learn from what's happening abroad. I mean, obviously, Vietnam is a young market, and it is in the process of transforming. And so we are basically stepping ahead and looking outwards and present options to our customers, basically, for them to decide what works for them and what doesn't work for them. It's worth noting that world-class standard is not a slogan of ours or a way to promote our product. It is actually a decision. Early on, we had to make that call. We had to place ourselves and position ourselves as what kind of developer are we? So it's either we build just the same as everybody is building the same way, giving people what they know. Or we say, well, the rest of the world is somewhere else, and let's learn from that. Let's bring what's best practices to the market and see how people react to it. And we feel like we had that responsibility to do so, because we didn't want to build for the sake of building. If we're not able to add value with every building that we build, then we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And I think Vietnam is a very unique position today with the growth that's happening. Again, we have a responsibility as a developer. Every building when you think about it, every building that we place today, it stays for a long time. And it actually forms the skyline of the city. And so we always have that in our heads, that we have to add value. And by that, we try to bring in international practices, which means that we are really utilizing all the expertise of the outside world and bringing it inwards.
Yeah. I love traveling, and I think I and other people in my generations nowadays in Vietnam, we love great experiences, and we believe in our experiences. So, as you mentioned, I travel a lot, especially on my business trip to this, that, in Vietnam or outside. I usually put my trust in the world-class brands because I have already experienced and I know how good they are. So the brands are very important to me, important in the way that I trust my feeling. I trust what I experience. So, for example, when you talk about a world-class brand partnership you bring to Vietnam in your projects, in your corporation, I usually study more about what they've done in the past, what kind of beautiful projects they built, and if I can see with my eyes and I trust my feeling, I will put my trust for a long way.
That makes a lot of sense, to be honest, because
it's a simple way, right?
Yes, I mean, you know, you put your trust in them because of all the years and years and years of knowledge,
time,
which means that they deliver a product for you
Yeah.
that is catered for you.
Yeah, and I think it's a very precious thing. Is if the most valuable things, because they've been going through time and proof through many huge projects. So there's a very simple way for someone like me to make a choice.
Makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
We have a great mixture of multicultural people that come from all over the world with extremely diverse background. The idea was, if we were to fast forward a little bit and try to do things faster than everybody else, we have to go to these countries, developed countries and cities, where we pick the best experts, people that have done it for a long time in these regions, people that have learned from mistakes in that region, and bring this mixture of diverse backgrounds to sit on one table. If you think about it, a project like this is actually, I cannot be bragging to say this is a design outcome. It is not only a design outcome. It is a collaboration of many minds, having the best team. I think any company that invests in its team is a company that is able to deliver and produce something that is unique.
I'm very excited to see how your multi-counter team will contribute to the Masteri home community. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm very happy every time when I come to Hanoi, and every time I see a lot of change, the city change itself. And you just show me the very amazing projects with the ocean inside the city. It's Masteri Waterfront, right?
Yes, correct.
So could you share with me the design inspiration of this project, Masteri Waterfront?
So I remember the day when I paid a visit to the site. I remember going through the hustle and bustle of the city, and it's a busy city. And I remember when I got there, I had like a different feeling. That place, the surrounding, gave me a different feeling. It felt like all of a sudden we've stepped out of the city. Although we are right in the middle of the city, but it felt that way. It felt that the place is exclusive. It felt like quiet, something serene about it. And then when I saw the beach, I actually had to stop the car and come out, take some pictures. It just felt like I almost stepped out of the city and went on a vacation. And then finally, when we arrived to the actual site of our project, I was extremely happy. As a designer, having the project located in the most prime location within the project was perfect for me. I couldn't ask for anything better than that. And so really the design inspiration from that project was about, okay, so I walked into this development and I had these feelings, right? So how do I take these feelings inside the project, right? How do I keep this? Because this is something nice, right? So if I am a person that's working hard every day in the city and I'm coming back to my home, I want to maintain that serenity. I want to maintain that peace and quiet going back to my home. And for that, there was a few decisions that we had to make early on. Is that how do we transfer, pull all of these elements that we see, the beach, the color of the sand, the water, the green, how do we pull it inside? And you know, it started off actually, this particular design, it started off with the interior design, because there had to be a lot of emphasis on what goes on the interior design. And so you will, as you walk in, we like to treat it like almost like a hotel, if you will. If you're going in at the reception, at the ground floor lobby, we wanted to make it really luxurious. We wanted to bring in all the tones that you saw outside. So you'll find earth colors, very warm, very soothing, right? We wanted to bring all these, the light. So you'll find that on ground floor, we'll have really high windows. We basically wanted to connect the inside of the building to the outside, or vice versa. We wanted to remind people all the time that your home is a retreat. This is the idea behind it. And so in everything that we did throughout the building, we wanted to make sure that people are comfortable. From amenities that you see, from the landscape, from the things that are offered for the customers, for our customers to enjoy. It was important for us to, again, seek what customers are looking for. And we feel that we had an opportunity to use this site, use the context where we're building, the beach, and maintain that feel throughout the building. And that was pretty much the design philosophy. You reviewed the project. I'm curious to know, from your opinion, what's your favorite element of the design? What is it that attracted you the most?
Firstly, I have to tell you, you're a very good storyteller, because I want to buy this apartment immediately after I know the story behind your design. And you got it. You understand the people here quite well. We love beach. We love water, because we're living in a tropical country. And so, of course, I love the ocean part in this project. So you don't need to be on the vacations on some special time, in some special times in a year. Just make your home the best place with your privacy, with the beach view, with everything you need for a busy life after back from the working. So I think you are building just amazing places like Masteri Waterfront. I love that. I love the ocean.
Great to know.
Hà Anh Tuấn luôn tự hỏi mình điều gì mỗi buổi sáng thức dậy sẽ làm cho mình có một ngày tốt đẹp. Tôi nghĩ đến một chữ tiếng Anh gọi là be inspired, đó là được truyền cảm hứng. Be inspired là triết lý của những người đã tạo nên và mong muốn tạo nên những giá trị sống tại cộng đồng Masteri Homes với tư cách một nghệ sĩ âm nhạc. Hà Anh Tuấn mong muốn rằng là âm nhạc của mình truyền cảm hứng tốt đẹp cho những người nghe nhạc, yêu nhạc của mình. Hà Anh Tuấn cũng mong muốn những chuyên gia quốc tế của Masteri Homes sẽ truyền được cảm hứng sống đúng, sống xứng đáng và sống cống hiến cho tất cả mọi người dân Việt Nam, những người luôn luôn mưu cầu sẽ có một cuộc sống tốt đẹp hơn mỗi một ngày. Một lần nữa xin cảm ơn tất cả quý vị đã lắng nghe cuộc trò chuyện vào một ngày thu đẹp trời tại Hà Nội của Mr. Joseph và Hà Anh Tuấn. Be inspired và hãy nhớ sống xứng đáng, sống hạnh phúc.